My name is Luke Rein. I am racing in the men's open single and men's open quad, and I'm racing for the College of Charleston today. I am really mostly here to get back into racing. Since racing at Pan Am qualifiers, my training has been a little bit interrupted, so this is the first step back towards making sure everything is ready for heading to Chile in October. Just getting back to believing in myself and believing in my ability to race hard, no matter what the conditions are. It's a little challenging schedule-wise here with weather, but we're trying to do our best to stay, eyes on the goal, focused on what we can do to race well. Losing or winning a race doesn't make me a better or worse person, and that I have value outside of what I do as rowing, even if I am like a professional athlete. It's just a lot of like little moments that you pull out from there's no real one make or break thing. It's just what you do and how do you do it over time, and what do you take away from each day's training session, and what do you learn from one day that you can try doing the next day, and what doesn't work well that you say, okay, what can we do better about that next time we race? Really aiming to medal at that one. We were pretty close to the qualification regatta, had some equipment trouble, but tried to take what we could from that. We ended up putting down a pretty fast time at the end of the week, and now that my doubles partner and I have that confidence and know that we can go that fast, going into our race week, getting right after it, right from the beginning of the racing, and hopefully all the equipment collaborates with us and we don't have any trouble there either. So the Pan American Games are obviously North and South American countries come together to compete the year before the Olympics, so it's in many ways like a trial run for the Olympic Games for countries in the Western Hemisphere. Training for this team has been interesting. The selection process was different. We had a 2K trial in November of last year, and the top performers at that race were then selected for the Pan Am Games. There was no like singles, doubles, quads. It was just, we're gonna race singles, we're gonna race pairs. The people who win are gonna be the ones who make that team. And then it's been mostly up to the athletes to coordinate, how are we going to get together to train in our lineups before we get to South America and race. So I'm racing with Casey Fuller, who rows and coaches at Saugatuck in Connecticut. We, I think, both have a pretty good trust in each other to do what is right for ourselves with our own training, which I think is valuable, especially because we don't get to have a lot of training time together. Being confident that what works for you may not work for me, but I believe that what works for you is working for you. So we're going to do that, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle when we need to, for workouts that we do together. But on our own, we have belief in ourselves to do the right thing. Rowing should be fun. If you're not having fun, think about what it is that you like doing about it and focus on those things.